Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, ya boy. So I'm back from vacation. I'm filming this video on the 15th, so I've been back for a couple days. Uh, you've seen my two other videos, the intro to the whole trip, and the other one of day one and two. And then the other days, I didn't record anything at Carmel or at the beach because one, nothing interesting happened at Carmel. Two, I don't like the beach, but that is a whole different video topic. And three, just didn't want to. Sorry. But I just thought, what if I make a video talking about the things that I got and, what I did those days. So, yeah. Uh, First off, let's go with Carmel. Carmel is a like shopping area or downtown Carmel at least. It's a town. Um, Went there. The shops, how do I put it? Carmel basically has furniture, clothing, and stuff that does not interest me. It's just a place mainly built for like adults, who own houses. All the clothing is Carmel brand and all that sort of stuff. So it was really boring. I did not get much. There was only one thing I did get, and that's because there was a bookstore. Did they have manga? I hear you asking there in the background. Hello. No, no, they did not. There was no manga. There was an Assassin's Creed puzzle book, but I didn't want to do a puzzle book, so I didn't get that one. What did I get? Well, I'll give you a hint. The book falls in the genre of sci fi. In fact, it was written by the guy who basically made science fiction. If you haven't already guessed, there's a pretty popular movie about it, and it involves aliens. It's War of the Worlds. So I got this book, War of the Worlds. It's a small book. It doesn't have many chapters, but I guess War of the Worlds itself is two books. Book one is The Coming of the Martians, and then book two is The Earth Under the Martians. But basically, this is the original War of the Worlds, not the movie that takes place in America. Instead, it takes place in Great Britain or the United Kingdoms. But it's very cool because H.G. Wells here actually made science fiction. This is one of the first science fictions written in the 1800s. But it's really cool. It's really nice. It's basically a big complaint about British imperialism and going to other nations and basically saying, hey, that's ours now. So it's a big critique on that, which kind of makes the story better in a sense because I really have enjoyed it. I've read just a couple chapters. I need to keep reading it, but it's a very good book. I highly recommend if you want a good science fiction book, something that's really, up there in the top genres. War of the Worlds. Pretty good book. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now, what else happened there? Well, I am glad you asked. So the rest of Carmel was kind of normal and, nothing much. But we just walked around. I helped my grandma by keeping her on her 2 feet, you know. But we basically just walked around and then once we got done with everything around 5-ish, we went to dinner. And it was a really cool place. I think it was what is it, the Hog Inn or something? One of those things. It was Hog something. But what did I have there? Oh, well they had lamb chops and you know, chicken and pasta and basically every meat that somebody would like, except for me. I had fries, and that was basically the only thing I ate that entire trip was just fries. That is because I'm picky. I say this to a lot of people, and it's probably not true, but here's the thing. I don't care. But I say to people, I am the pickiest person you will ever meet. I don't know what's wrong with me, but pickiness is just a whole thing that has forever been in my personness thingy. So that'll probably be its own video if I ever decide to talk about my pickiness. But not gonna not gonna talk about it this video. Just kind of bringing it up of what happened. And then the last day where we were staying in the Airbnb, which I do have some stories that I want to talk about that took place at the Airbnb, but that will be a whole different video because I'm already, getting close to 8 minutes on this one. But that'll be its own video, and I'm pretty sure you guys will like it. But look out for that one because the title will explain what's going on in that video. It's a good one. It's gonna be a good one. But oh, and then shopping after the aquarium. I didn't mention this in my aquarium video, but I just got two shirts, both about otters. One is Grand Theft Otter, and the other one is The Godfather. Funny shirts. But back to the last day. So the last day we went down to the wharf. Worst place ever. All right? It doesn't have anything interesting. It's got mainly seafood. And here's the thing. Again, bringing this up. I'm picky and I don't like seafood. But basically I let everybody else go and eat. I did not want fries. I did not want anything. I just wanted to go back to the Airbnb. I was fed up with the day. So we basically, they went to eat and I stood in front of a store. All the stores are tourist traps. They're all just knickknack shops. They're nothing original, nothing cool. Except there was the candy shops, but I did not want any candy. And so that's all they had. They had knick-knack shops, candy, and places to eat that were entirely seafood and had nothing I liked. Okay, no chicken strips. And if they did, it was on the kids menu, and I would be damned if I eat off the kids menu. Again, I'll complain about that in a separate video that's not about the trips and all that. But just I was very angry that day, and they got me Carl's Jr., because they don't want me to starve, and also hoping that it would probably like make me happy or something. I don't know. But yeah, I was not happy for the rest of the day. And I stuck back at the Airbnb because I don't like the beach, so I stayed with my grandma. And again, explaining the beach in a different video because that is a whole different rant. But yeah, I just kind of stayed behind and didn't do much for the rest of the day. And then we went home the next day. We cleaned up the Airbnb, we, hopped out, drove for a while. Almost lost each other because we took two separate cars. I was in a car with my mother, and then everybody else was in the bigger car. So we almost lost them, and we should have left them, but we didn't. So we met back up, had IHOP, and I mean, I had a pancake. That was basically it. And then we went home, and I slept most of the car ride because car rides make me eepy, very eepy. But we got home, and I walked back to my bed, and I went, wow. If you can hear that, that's my bed. I went, wow, it's a box of bricks. because the place where we were at the bed I was sleeping on had one of those comforter things that's like the memory foam, and it was amazing. Best sleep of my life. But thinking of getting one of those for my bed. But yeah, that's basically it. That's the trip. That's all that the wishy-washy and all over sower, baby. That was stupid. That was very stupid. I said that was dumb. That was so dumb. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. So probably gonna have a couple more talking videos and such, but I want to start doing, you know what? We'll make that a different video after all the talking videos. We'll make that its own. But yeah, clickety clack. Just just go. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh, he called his cousin. Oh my goodness. What do I do? What do I do? I'm sorry. I'll never say it again. I'm sorry.